Hi guys, Dale Bateman here. On this episode of Build Your Success Online, I'm going to show you how to increase your ranking and your website traffic. Stay tuned. Hey guys, Dale Bateman back again with another episode of BuildYourSuccessOnline.com. So, today I'm going to give you some great tips on how to increase your website traffic and your ranking in the search engines. So, just let me refer to my list here. First, you're going to create a site with content, products, or services that people find valuable. You have to be offering valuable content to people, being your customers, and also to the search engines so that they will rank your site higher and higher. If your content is garbage, you will not be ranked. So keep that in mind. Now, next tip. I want you to place primary and secondary keywords higher, usually up within the first 25 words or so of your articles and your page content on your site. That way it'll make it easier for the web crawlers and the spiders to find this content and index it for the search engines. Next up, I want you to do some research and research your keywords carefully to make sure that you're using ones that people are actually searching for. Because really, if you're doing a lot of content on your site that isn't of interest to anyone, it doesn't really do you much good. All right, so do some research on your keywords before you start using them. Next up, using your keywords in the right places on your website is important, like in your title, your meta tags, and your headers, this kind of thing. Make it as easy as possible for search engines to find the content that you want people to see on the internet. Next, keep your site design simple so that when people visit, it's going to be easy for them to navigate around and to buy your products. Okay? You don't want to go into a store that's all jumbled and everything's here and there and you can't find anything. That's just annoying. Well, it's the same thing when people visit your website. If you want them to purchase product A, right there in front of their face when they visit your site should be, click here to buy product A. All right? So keep that in mind. Submit your web pages and your articles often to article sites, forums, to the search engines themselves, and make sure that they always have access to your content. Now, the easiest way to do this is by creating a sitemap. Okay? Every site on the internet should have a sitemap, because this is how the spiders and crawlers easily find your information and index it. Next up, keep track of changes on your search engine algorithms and process them accordingly. Now, this is a little more advanced, but you want to make sure you modify your web pages in search engine rankings to remain so that they remain high in the search engine rankings. Okay? Now, one easier way to do this is always keep your information up to date and current. Okay? So if you have an article that's been sitting there for months and months and months and nothing else new after that, well, it's difficult for you to get a higher ranking because the search engines, according to them, nothing is changing on your site, so there's no reason for them to rank you any higher. Now here's a key. Monitor your competitors. See what they're doing, all right? There's always a chance that they're doing something differently than you are, and perhaps they're approaching it differently, and it's something that you might be able to not necessarily copy word for word, but to do the same sort of thing and perhaps get yourself a higher ranking and help people find you more easily. All right. Use some reports and logs. If you don't have it already, you should include some sort of a plugin or whatever it is on your website so that you can access Google Analytics. And Google Analytics will tell you, where people are coming from to visit your site, how many there are, what sort of system they're using, and even down to the city and so forth that they live in. So that's all valuable information that you can use to target your content to those particular individuals. Okay, next up, make your customers visit easy and give them plenty of ways to remember you. All right, that's a key. Giving them lots of ways to remember you and remember your site will make sure that they come back often. And one of the best ways to do this is always have an opt-in form right there on your home page, so people, if they like your content, they can opt into your email list and you can continually keep them updated. You can actually set it up so that they get a little short email every time you add a new post to your blog, which is great for them because they don't have to remember to go and find you again. It's all there right in their email, and they can just click a link and visit your website periodically that way. So I've got a few more tips here that I'll include in the description if you're here on YouTube. If you're on my blog, the entire article is just below this video, so please read through all the tips and make sure you're using them to increase your website traffic and your search engine rankings. This is very important when you have an online business and you want to build your success online. So until next time, this is Dale Bateman saying goodbye, and please use these tips. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.